Sensible on Stream is back in town, guys. Welcome everybody. We got a new follower, Bartosz. Thank you for the follow. Nice to meet you. I'm Playaveli. I stream Sensible, soccer, SWOS, everything about SWOS. And it's been like 10 days since my last stream, since last week, since we released the new databases, the DLC for all those databases, and we got great reviews, so that was awesome. Today's episode of Sensible on Stream is a little bit about development and some new DLC features. I think there's some graphical improvements there, and we're gonna look at that. And the main thing, I got my friend Theologistic. He's gonna be with me in a minute after we went through the news. And then we're also going to play some career mode, and Theo has sent me some of his career files, so we're going to look at that. And he also made like an Excel file of his career stuff, so pretty interesting to look at that too. And we're going to have some fun. If you have questions, just fire away. I'm here for you. I'm gonna try to answer them as good as I can. All right. So what's new? What's new in the community? Let's take a look. In our Facebook group, we hit the 2,000 members, 2,080 members now. And Piotr, his nickname is Ruichi. He has once been an administrator of the Polish Sensible Soccer Association, and he's a little inactive now, but still he's lurking, obviously. And Ruichi, if you watch this, come back soon. We miss you. And thank you for this update on the 2K members. Then there is a new menu music DLC edit suggested by Red Hair. Thank you for that. It's the menu music of Micro Pro Soccer, so very much related to Sensible Soccer since it's been developed by Sensible Software. What else is new? Dennis, aka Insane, he is non-stop producing new content for the DLC. This one is about club teams 2010 to 2019. Notable ones, obviously, the Barcelona 2011 side, Champions League winners. Then for me, Bayern 2013, legendary. Then there's Liverpool 19, lots of Champions League winners. Then there's Juventus, there's Inter, treble winners of 2010. Very cool. Great work, Insane, as usual. Fantastic. So much fun to play with this stuff. Then there is something. Oh, okay. First question, Bartosz. I have a question about career mode. After a few seasons, I got an offer from national team. I accepted it, and after a few seasons, I got sacked. Is there any chance to receive another offer from this national team after a few seasons, for example? That is a very good question. I think that depends on what did you set. What did you set as your nationality, Bartosz? So when you start the career, you can set your own nationality. What did you choose there? So for instance, if you choose other as your own nationality, you will always get national job offers from national teams of the current country that you're coaching in. And if you choose, for example, Germany as your nationality, okay, yes, I chose Poland, and it was an offer from Poland. Okay. So how far into your career did you get that Poland offer, and how much is left? So there's a 20-year career, and when did you get the Poland offer, and for how long have you been coaching Poland, and how much is left of your career time span of the 20 years? I think if there's enough time left, you should be able to get another offer from Poland, but you might eventually have to switch clubs in between. Let's say you get sacked as a national coach of Poland, then you manage whatever club, and then you have to switch this club to another club and win enough matches and titles, and then I'm pretty sure you can get another offer from Poland. I think I've seen screenshots of a career where somebody did exactly this. I would have to look it up in our forum, but it should work out. And if you want me to have a look at that, please send this career file, make a save game, and send this career file to my email. I'm gonna drop you that in the chat. That's playaveli.swos@gmail.com. So if you send me your career, I'll happily look at it and try and see what I can do. Okay, then here's Russell Huntington. It's not Robert of Huntington, the Robin Hood, it's Russell of Huntington. I've lost my database to change squads. I kept thinking about it, what he meant by that, but I quite can't figure it out. Do you have any idea what Russell is talking about? What kind of database did he lose and how? So if you have any idea, help me with this, or just comment on it in our Facebook group. Facebook group is right here. So I don't know, maybe he lost his career file, or I mean, it's a little, I don't know. I mean, he posted this 4 hours ago? Okay, so yeah, that was 4 hours ago. I don't know. Maybe we can get back to that when I got Theologistic on stream, and maybe he has an idea. So let's just move on. There was this is a great video. Actually, we should watch this together in case you haven't. I think it's great. I'm gonna play this.
It's a trend, isn't it, really? I mean, everyone, there's trends all the time. But I think this is going to be a long-lasting trend because, I mean, you're in control of the entire game, like God, really.
I like watching football and playing football, and I like to try and put my moves into this game that I'm playing, than when I play on the football field.
Well, in real football, you don't get the chance to headbutt the ref. This you do.
As you may have noticed lately, video and computer games have become a multi-million-pound business.
Look at his shirt, CCCP, isn't that awesome? Good times.
In fact, many of the games that started life in the arcade are now available on any number of home computer systems. And what's more, professional footballers are falling over themselves to endorse these products, which, like the stars that lend their names to them, don't always come up to standard. With individual computer games ranging in price from £7 or £8 up to £40 a time, and the computer systems required to play the games
joysticks
from £70 to £500, it's little surprise that the UK video game market is currently worth over £500 million a year. With an ever-growing number to choose from, football games...
Let's go back here. Look at that. Look at the... Here. Amiga before PC. Good times, good times. So... all these were Amiga games on shelf. Can you imagine walking into a shop right now, like Media Market or whatever Virgin Mega Store, and they would have like boxed Amiga games in there? Wet dreams. That's a Lev Yashin shirt, I believe. Yeah, the Black Spider. Rui Costa, what's up? Thank you for the info. Yes, that's true. It's Lev Yashin. Keep watching.
With an ever-growing number to choose from, football games make up a sizable chunk of the market.
Kickoff.
Football games fall broadly into three areas. There's the out-and-out arcade game, which is all about speed and action, of which Kickoff is the classic example.
Ask any connoisseur of video game playing and they'll tell you that Kickoff is the best game around. Fast-moving and easy to pick up, the players are...
Interesting. Look at this. So they were just talking about Kickoff. saying like being the best game around. This video is from 92, but still there's sensible soccer in there. So this was posted. It's a little, I don't know. So here it's posted on the 27th of April of 1992. But sensible soccer did not came out before, I think, December of 92. But still you can see it here in this video. So maybe they have a little, their archive is a little bugged. I don't know. But I was like curious what you guys think about that. So April in 92, I think Sensible Soccer was not yet released. But I'm confused. Maybe some of you guys know.
Sprites, as they're known in computer lingo, are controlled by moving the joystick in the direction you want to move. Passing and shooting are controlled by the fire button, which also enables you to perform nifty acrobatics, including sliding tackles, diving headers, and the all-important overhead kick.
Good shot, Rui Costa.
Then you have games which try to simulate the more realistic football play. The Man United game is an example of that, where you have better animation of the sprites.
Realistic, but shit. Yeah, maybe a demo. That's a, yeah.
And then you have the out-and-out strategy game, where you may have no action in the game at all. You're simply buying, selling players, doing training, things like that. A real strategy buffs sort of game. Some games try and combine them. Player Manager is an example. Another example would be Emlyn Hughes' Soccer Manager, which tries to combine arcade action with out-and-out strategy.
Games produced in the European nations, so-called footballing nations, tend to be good products, and they obviously they know the game, and they seem to do a good job of it. A lot of the games that are coming across from like America and Japan, who don't have the history of soccer behind them, perhaps aren't quite there in terms of interpreting the rules and recreating the gameplay. So it really is a case of buyer beware. I mean, it's not good enough to think just because it has your favourite team on the box that it's going to be a really, really good game.
So yeah, that's a very cool video. It was nice to see some soccer game history there. I really enjoyed watching that. Lev Yashin shirt. Yeah, it's actually awesome. Okay, what else is there? Daniele Bordes has asked about the differences between Amiga and DOS game modes. And he said, rightfully so, he said, Amiga mode, the goalkeeper behaves slightly differently and is stronger in some kind of shots. Yes. So Amiga and DOS, the differences are mainly goalkeepers and ball physics, where in Amiga the ball flies a little wider and passing goes a little more faster. It's a little more arcadey, the Amiga version, and yeah, that's about it. But when you believe in Pulse, the Amiga version is like looked at as the ultimate SWOS version. So it's always like a 75 to 25% vote for Amiga SWOS. Not sure what you guys think. Just post in chat like DOS or Amiga. I don't know what I should do because I love both, but if I could just have one, I probably would do Amiga. New DLCs, we're gonna look at that later when we start the game. Darren Walsh, there's a free copy of the Xbox version of SWOS. And this is an interesting one. Robert Erskine was asking, in the career mode, is there any transfer hidden gems out there in the game apart from the obvious players? So I'd always advise to just launch the great database browser and type in your search criteria. For example, speed 7, and then hit search, and then list by price, and you're gonna find great gems. Then Sayed Koftan said he loves playing the new version and everything, but he has some controller lag. That was very interesting because I never experienced that. Let's see, Dongso tried to help him, Starwins, and he said reset your reset your screen enhancements to none to test the game, but there hasn't been an update by Syed about that. Is any of you guys experiencing like input delay, like hefty input delay? For me, it always has been fine. Then there's a goal highlight, and yeah, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, here, this PS4 controller thing, it's still going on, but we're about to hack the new controller system that that our main coder Slavko has been working on into our release version. So let's give it another 1-2 weeks, and these controller issues with PlayStation controllers, Xbox controllers with the analog sticks and D-pad should all be solved. Okay, how about we are getting Theologistic, my guest today, on stream. Let's see if I can give him a call and get him on stream and talk about SWOS, Sensible Soccer, and everything about our beloved game. Alright. So... see. Hello? Theo, can you hear me? I can't hear him.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, how's it going?
1 second. You got your camera on?
Let's try this.
Aha, there he goes. Let's see if I can get him on stream. Okay. Just see your icon now and see if you can get the camera on. So you can say hi to the guys.
Let's see if we can get this. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you well. I think everybody else in chat can hear you well too.
Fantastic. Good evening, everybody. Let's see if I can get this camera out.
Camera? We were just testing like half an hour ago and everything worked fine.
No. This is always the way, hey? Always the way. Right.
Yeah. Do you want to call me?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to call you.
Okay, let's see how that goes.
Speak to you.
Sorry for the wait, guys. So yeah, Theo is one of our database editors, and whoever plays SWOS 2020 or who started playing SWOS from SWOS 16. There we go. Let's see. We'll notice him in our credits. Aha! Now look at that. This looks much better. Here we go.
There we go. That's better. Hey.
Everybody give a warm welcome to Theologistic. And Theo, first of all, thanks for coming on. It's a pleasure to have you. And from my side, I wanted to say thank you so much for your dedicated contributions to our project. And for always being on time, on schedule with all your SWOS updates that you deliver for the new versions that we release. It's awesome. So thank you for that. And either way, introduce yourself, and then we can jump into my questions. And let's have some fun.
Excellent. Yeah, no, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be on the stream, and it's good to chat to people. And yeah, we'll answer some questions tonight and talk about career mode. When I saw that you were going to have career mode on the stream tonight, I jumped at the opportunity.
Yeah,
my favorite mode.
Great. So tell us a little bit about yourself, like age and your name and why, about your nickname and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Leo, and as you can probably tell, I'm an impassioned Norwich City supporter. I thought I'd represent and wear my shirt on stream tonight. And of course, because it's Playaveli on stream, we have to wear a cap. And
Oh,
So I don't know if you've, I'm having a beer tonight. I'm hoping that you're having one this afternoon. This is a nice hazy IPA.
yeah. 1 second. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump right into that with you. I'm gonna get my beer too. Okay. So
Yes, please do.
I'll leave you with the stream. So just entertain my viewers, please.
Excellent. No problem. No pressure. Okay. So I'm Leo. I've enjoyed SWOS for many, many years. I'm 38 now, so kind of peak age for when SWOS was released. Listening to friends talk about Amiga Power, Amiga format, cover discs, and that was my first exposure to Sensi on my Amiga 500 Plus back in the day. So that was where my passion started. I think in the news, we talked about some hidden gems and players that people remembered, and somebody posted about Igor Kolivanov, and I remember he has a special place in my heart, Igor Kolivanov, because I think he scored my first ever Sensi goal, and it was either for Bologna or Foggia, one of the teams that you could play in the demo.
Wow.
And I have fond memories of that. Sat in my one of my friends' houses, and we just unboxed this game, and it's been a love affair ever since.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm back. I got my beer. Can you show off your beer can again?
Yeah, sure. This is a BrewDog Hazy Jane. Other beers are available, but it's a nice New England hazy IPA, 5%.
Okay, that's nice. Cheers. I got one of my favorite beers ever, but I had to go to a special shop. So it's Hofbräu. It's an original Hofbräu from Munich. And it's not that easy to get in San Diego, but sometimes, I have to dive into the good stuff with beers, and I'm gonna pour one.
Okay, looks nice.
Oh. So, cheers, and thank you for being on.
Cheers, you're welcome. Cheers.
Okay, so, do you want me to call you Leo or Theo?
Hey, I didn't explain my nickname, did I? This has been around for ages. My very good friends, my best friends, he just always nicknamed me Theo. So that kind of stuck. So when you're creating gamer tags and getting creative with nicknames and things like Xboxes are coming out, you have to start to think about what you want to be known as online. And I just had, Theo in my mind. Logistic was hey, do you know what, Theo? Theology. There's a bit of myth about it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy mass multiplayer online games and, have done over the course of my life. So
that's cool.
It just kind of, there it was, and it stuck. And it's been a username ever since.
Okay, that's nice. Theo, tell us a little bit about your first touch with Sensible Soccer. How did you get into the game, or can you even remember when you played for the first time, or let us know about that.
So it was definitely through we talked about Virgin Megastore, and I'm glad that you showed the clip from Standing Room Only. That was a staple part of any British teenagers growing up. It was TV, football, people talking about football on television. And that episode, it was correctly labeled. It was 27th of April, 92. In that episode, there's also a good interview with Jurgen Klinsmann when he was at Inter Milan. And it talks about the pressures of the paparazzi.
Yeah.
And ultimately, what kind of led him out of Inter and into Tottenham Hotspur. So that was a good episode. And interestingly enough, one of the cast was David Baddiel.
Okay.
David Baddiel went on to join up with Frank Skinner and create fantasy football, and the rest is history for those guys. And then the 3 lions on the shirt. All the English football songs that saw us all the way to the quarterfinals of major tournaments and never beyond that.
Okay.
That was. Those video game stores. That's where I spent my weekends, any pocket money as an 11, 12-year-old, and buying these cover discs. Sensible Soccer.
So that means you're born 81?
82, August 82.
August 82, so I'm August 81, so almost the same age.
Almost, yeah. You've got the year on me there. But, so football was, I grew up with football and supporting and going and watching.
Nice.
And then when you could play, I
Yeah.
think my parents bought me my Amiga for my 11th birthday, and that's the one present I remember. You know, that's how it got me hooked on Amiga, hooked on Sensible Soccer.
Nice.
And then
what
when
was
we
your first
realised that-
joystick?
Can
you
I think I
remember?
just had a very simple zip stick. And then I upgraded it. I can't remember the exact type, but it was this huge space age kind of grey, huge joystick with a red button.
Okay.
You know, it's really kind of nostalgic. I'll have to look it up and dig out the name. But
Okay.
I never got beyond the zip stick. I broke a few, but I never got beyond the zip stick.
Okay, I got a picture here on stream with the zip stick. Maybe you can look at that. Is it this one? Like the black one with the yellow buttons? Should come on in a moment.
Yeah, there you go. That's the ultimate Sensible World of Soccer joystick for me.
Okay, nice. Do you still have one?
No, I don't. I wish I'd have kept my Amiga, my original Amiga.
Okay.
I really do. One regret, but yeah, I probably went through about 3 or 4 of those.
All right. Then, what is your like favorite version of SWOS, or of Sensible Soccer? How did you like evolve with the game during the years? Like, did you stop at one point, or did you come back, or how was that? Did you like even? I remember when SWOS was released in Germany, we read an article about it in a newspaper, and on the day they put it in stores, I went with a friend. So how was that?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Yeah, kind of similar transaction, because obviously we had Sensi, we had 1.1, we played this, and I wasn't hooked at that point. I loved playing arcade. It was just against a friend. There was nothing online you could do back then at all. So
Yeah.
that was kind of that until we had Sensible World of Soccer. And of course, from there, when you put career mode into it and you can buy players and edit custom teams, I was absolutely hooked from that point on. Hours spent on the Amiga. Yeah, it was a great game. But,
Nice.
yeah, my favorite version with just the little added features, 96, 97. That was peak for me.
Okay, nice. So 96, 97 is your go-to. Yeah. What does it make it stand out for you? Like, of course, yeah.
Many people have asked this question. You know, you speak to friends about Sensible World of Soccer, and you try and get them hooked into it if they've ever played it in their youth or have never played it before, and people come back to it. It's an addictive game, and you can't look beyond the gameplay. There's so many games that have tried to replicate, tried to copy, Football Glories being a prime example. Tried to replicate, but it's just the lightning speed of it. That was great on the Amiga. And the gameplay was just fantastic, and the chance to get defeated. It's not a game that is particularly easy to master. You can play games and your computer can still score goals against you. And this is, it's pre-FIFA, pre-Pro Evolution Soccer, pre-scripting in games and all of this stuff. So it's very raw, it's very authentic, very fast-paced and great gameplay. So that was it for me.
That's very cool. Then, obviously, in '96, the development ended. Sure, there was like Sensible Soccer 98, but lots of the original fans didn't really pick up on it. Did you play this version, like Sensible Soccer 98, for the PC, or it was even released on PlayStation 1, I think?
Yeah, that's right. I never had it on the PlayStation, but I did play it. I was so excited to hear that it was going to be, coming out again, a 1998 version, and managed to get my hands on it. And it was just a shame that it didn't evolve and develop beyond that. But it's a point in time, and none of this community would exist if it was still, being produced and evolved. And I wonder whether we would love whatever version would be created today. I don't know.
Yeah,
unanswerable question. So for me,
we'll come to that question later, actually. So how did you find your way into like the SWOS community? What was your like first touch with sensible soccer on the internet? Let's say after the internet really was an everyday thing, after like 2000 or that time period.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Theo? Are you there?
Don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Yep, there you go.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
Yep.
Excellent. So I picked your question up there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the first touch with the community. So playing Sensible World of Soccer at first, it was, I remember being with my friend and we unboxed this game and this career mode. And, even to the point of the question, I see new players ask this question all of the time regularly. How do you get the rest of your squad? How do you get to the rest of your squad? And it's, it's one of those in the manual. When we figured out how to select that little bottom player's head and then you skip through your team, we'd really cracked the game from there.
Yeah.
But it was all about playing tournaments with friends, enjoying playing it, and there was no network really back at that time. So we had to be patient with it, I guess. And my parents bought a PC for the house. It was a family PC back then. It was stuck in the living room, and everybody had access.
Oh God!
My folks couldn't use the telephone when we were on the internet.
And did you all yell and scream and celebrated your goals like whoa in your living room?
Across the living room?
Oh my God! Living hell for your parents, huh? What did your mom say? Did she pull the plug once?
No, you know what? She never did that. But the computer ended up very quickly in my bedroom. It didn't last long downstairs. But I was of the age. I was the oldest out of my siblings, and once I discovered kind of the internet and you could gain access to some of the really really early pages, it was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great to download some highlights and download some tactics that were being made by other people, and then all of a sudden you could download data files, and I was replacing like the English leagues, and I thought this has opened up so many doors.
Can you remember like one of the websites that you were actually like browsing on? Was one of them like Paul Turner's website, who joined me last week?
Yeah, I was going to mention Paul. It was great to see and hear from Paul last week on the stream, because that website provided so much info. It was all you had was the manual, word of mouth from your friends, and then whatever you could find. So these websites like Paul's, they brought so much out there, and that's where I got into editing for the very first time. I remember. We've got this Pablo Friedlander, the editor.
That's right.
It's going to compute prices. It's going to keep things really on track, and
that's right.
It was wonderful.
Nice.
And that got me hooked, totally hooked.
Okay, and that's cool. So when did you first like learn about the SWOS United community of sensiblesoccer.de? Do you remember that? Like,
yeah, it's probably going back a fair few years now, and the forum on Sensible DE, you look at some posts now and they're sort of 14, 15 years ago, and you can't believe I asked questions 14 years ago. What can I do with this? What tactic can I use here? How do I get my centre backs not dropping in price? How do I get them increasing in value?
Okay.
So it's been a long time. It's been a long time, and I've been aware of the work that the forum's done for 20 years now, maybe.
Actually, I think the first forum, so the website launched in 2002, and the first forum for the first 2 years we had only a German forum, and then translated that whole thing to English.
That's right.
And launched, like, the forum that you know of today basically started in the end of 2004. So yeah, it's approaching 20 years very soon.
It's getting there, isn't it?
It's getting there, crazy, yeah. And when, I think, was it 2016 when I was trying to find people to help me out with the anniversary edition. I think that was the first contact that we both ever had, where you said, where you made a post like, hey, I'm willing to jump in and take over just let us know which leagues that was. Maybe you know better than me now. Go ahead. How was that? Like, how did you like say, okay, I commit to this? Because it is quite a commitment, you know, when you join into a team and contribute to your files, you got to be on time, you got to be precise, got to follow rules. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was an awesome process. Up until that point, I'd been, editing my own version of the game. I'd been sharing files on Central World of Soccer sites, on forums, and people wanted to take them, they could take them. But it's a huge database, as we all know. And to be able to do that as one person would just, Dennis Insane is on the stream tonight, and the commitment there to the editing of teams is phenomenal. The guy must have 36 hours in every day, I think. But yeah, it was great to be a part of it and want to contribute to it. And actually, once you'd explained the setting up of the rules and how we follow and how we meet the deadlines and all that, yeah, it was great. And it was just nice to see that it was taken so seriously, and that the more accurate you can be with it, the better the overall game for everybody. With the skill ranges 0 to 7, and trying to replicate real life as best as possible, and that's what makes this community, the editing community, phenomenal for SWOS. There are some, we've released the databases now. Some incredible databases out there to play. I've had a bit of a chance to play some SWOS over the last week or so, and I've probably gone in on 4 or 5 databases, and every single one has been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, you can't do it on your own. You have to do it as a community. And I started editing like Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland.
Oh yeah.
And that's kind of where it went from there. Probably done some for Romania, some for Bulgaria, some for Hungary.
Yeah, that's cool. Some obscurities there.
Yeah, you like to you get a bit of an encyclopedic knowledge of random second division football from wherever. It's great.
That's awesome. Nice. So in the chat there is Le Petit Albi. Okay, welcome to the stream. And Theo, I just found your post. When you look on the stream now, I think you should see it. The original post that you made to jump into to the 16-17 anniversary update, and you said, "Hi there, I'm incredibly excited for this project. I have religiously used your fantastic updates throughout the years and have been in love with SWOS from day one. In short, I'm more than happy to contribute and put forward a league or two. I don't mind doing a couple of less mainstream European leagues," which was great. Feel free to pick a couple of random leagues for me, and I'll get to work on SWOS FFF, the Pablo Friedlander editor. Yeah, I think that was great. That's awesome. And let me see which leagues you took over in the end. I think we have that still on file in the editor assignments for 16-17. By the way, this post was 4 years and 11 months ago, so that was almost exactly 5 years ago from now.
Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see where Theo is. I think Northern Ireland. You did Northern Ireland. There we go. Okay. And you also did Wales. Yep. I think these two, Northern Ireland and Wales, was your start into our official, unofficial updates.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's it's very nostalgic for me.
Yeah. Winter Matty. Hey, he's saying hi to you on the Twitch chat. Is that a friend of yours, or?
Winter Matty? Yeah, Matty Winter. Yeah, I know this guy very, very well. Welcome aboard. Hey, it's good to see. Hey.
Okay, nice.
He'll enjoy this.
Yeah,
he'll enjoy this a lot. Yeah, he's good geekdom going on. Good geekdom.
Okay,
classic football.
Okay, that's cool. What is my next question to you? Okay, so first of all, do you have any future ideas, or sometimes it's a mix between a fantasy of what SWOS could look like in the future, or an actual idea that you would think is feasible to code or to to include into the game. Do you have anything that you would like to share with us, like saying, oh man, all these years I thought about this SWOS could be like that, or there could be this type of mode in the game? Just, share a little bit of that.
Yeah, sure. Where do you start with that? So I think the one that people talk about is a longer than 20-year career. I think that would be fantastic.
It's good point.
Evolve that even further. Could you get to the point of retirement ages for players and new players coming through, which would be awesome. I think that would really give you some longevity to a career. The other thing you could have as well is obviously opening up squad sizes, so we could beat more than the 16 in the squad. If you could go to, replicate 30, 35, you could even have youth teams in there. We'd get to an even bigger database of players than we have now, but that would be super cool.
Yeah, okay. I think so. The 20 season career limit, that should be definitely something that we can get rid of. So I can give you I can almost not just almost, I give you my word on that. We're gonna remove this career limit of 20 years and maybe have like a selection of 20, 30 or 40, something like that. I think infinity doesn't make sense because nobody is, immortal, not even the guy. Maybe you remember from AJ Auxerre from France, the coach of Auxerre, like his name was like Giroud or something, and he coached Auxerre since 1960 something, and in the 90s when I started to follow football, he was still there and he was like coaching them for 32 years or something.
Yeah. Well, this could be the same for your new manager here at Bayern Munich. Of course, he's what, 33? He's
Julian Nagelsmann is 33, so he got some 40 years left before he retires. But at Bayern Munich, you age very, very fast.
Yeah, you'd have to win a lot of Champions Leagues to still be there in 40 years' time.
It's stressful. Yeah, I don't know. When I think about Alex Ferguson, I don't know how he did it. Like coaching Manchester United for how long did he do that? 27 years or something, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how long, but a quarter of a century is unheard of. That's such a stressful managerial job.
For sure, and we grew up with that. All we knew was Alex Ferguson at Man United, right? But to see what job he did, you only have to look at what's kind of followed afterwards. And the same with Arsenal as well. Arsene Wenger to a point. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know if we'll see that again.
Yeah. Let's see. Novi TJ in chat, he says, what about the limit of 99 goals? Novi, that's a good point. Novi is talking about like one of my experiments I did like a couple of months ago where I played a 10-minute match and actually scored 102 goals, but there were no sprites to display that in the game. So no, we're not doing that because it was just an experiment, and realistically, it never goes to 99 goals or 100 goals. So I guess we can leave that as is. So there's no need to change that.
There was a point in that match where it was getting towards time, and you were at 98-0 or whatever. And I think the goalkeeper pulled off a blinding save. I was like, oh, he's not going to make this. It was good to see it over the line, though. Hey.
Yeah, that's right. And Le Petit Albi says 20 years is indeed a limit, but I believe you need a challenge. I play on career mode, and this makes me to have to improve a lot and have to quickly escalate. Okay, so for him, actually, it's good that it's only 20 years, because when you start low, let's say the 4th division club or something, you only have so many years to promote and then win the Champions League and eventually become a national manager of an international team. So yeah, I get that, but well, if you my approach is always, if you want more challenge, just play with cheaper players or just try to play with trial and reserve players and build your own sort of squad with them. Have you ever done that, Theo? Do you like to do that, or how's your career approach?
Yeah, definitely. And I get the point there. I think it's a really good question. One thing we talked about some features that we'd like to desire,
Yeah.
potentially
Is there-
managing a club side and a national side
Uh-huh.
at the same time. If that was possible, that'd be pretty epic. That'd be quite good.
Yeah. Is there any like anything you could show us in your current careers? You've sent me some. Shall we look at them now? Is there anything like you did with trial players? So let's.
Let's. If you have a look at my current career, which is on 2021, is Cambridge.
Okay.
I think that'd be a good one to look at.
Okay, let's see. That. Sound off. Let's turn the sound off. Actually, you can have it on. Just turn down the music a little bit. Okay, this is good. Can you still hear me, Theo?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you were sending me 3 career files. Which one do you want me to open?
So if you open the Cambridge one,
Cambridge. Yeah. Cambridge United. Aha. Okay, I got that open. Let's have a look in your squad. Okay. So fire away. Just tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, sure. So in this career, I always like to start from one of the lower leagues. I think that's where the challenge exists in career mode.
Mm-hmm.
And the first season is it can be incredibly difficult, but I always check out the trial and reserve players. Definitely bring those into the team where I can. This is actually the second season in this career, so I enjoyed the first season. Cambridge United, a bit of a resurgence with Wes Houlihan, Paul Mullin, some great players. I managed to sign this awesome striker, so there's a tip for you, Bradley Rolani, so you can search him up in the database.
Nice.
Searcher. He is as quick as lightning and scores lots of goals. But so
1 second.
Division 3.
Give me a second, because I just saw like something that people have asked me, or 1 or 2 guys have asked me. So here, you started this career with the 2021 database, right?
Spot on, yes.
Yeah. So here, you see in your management record now says 1998-99, and people have asked me why this is a mismatch sometimes. So let me jump out of it again. This has something to do with the DLC, with the DLC selection. If you want to play the current one, let me open that DLC here. Just make sure to untick. Oh, but people can't see it right now because your video is over it. 1 second. Play. Let me move. Actually, can I? DLC center. It's a little bigger. So if there's an enable button, you can set a tick here at the bottom left. That's this one, yeah. And if you want to play with the current database, have this unticked, not enabled. Then the current year should be fine. So let's get Theo back on. I'm not sure if you could see it. Let's try again. Oh. Okay, let's close that. And run the game. Audio. Okay. Old competition. Cambridge. Now this should be correct. I hope at least. If not, we have to look into it. Yep, now it's correct. Okay, your season years are fine. In the first season, you won Division 3, you won the FA Cup, you won the League Cup. And in the current one, you're still in all competitions. And you talked about the striker Rolani.
Yeah, so he was he was crucial to winning anything. I think in the first season. So if you can get a couple of fantastic players in your first season, then you can go on a win. One of the biggest challenges in career mode is, as we know, bank balance. And if you don't use any hex editing or any programs that can give you 100 mil in the bank, then you have to be really cautious about it. I like to not sign players that are over £1 million. So I will probably run through this career and give myself the challenge of never signing anybody who's over £1 million.
I really like that. You know, when I see posts on Facebook and people post like, what can I do? My bank balance, I'm like totally into debt and everything, and I have minus 20 million. And then they post a screenshot of their squad, which is like overblown with overpaid superstars. I was like, okay, just think about reality. Think about Barcelona right now. They have all these super players, but what do they have in the bank? Almost minus $1 billion. So of course you're gonna run into debt if you play with such expensive players. So sell your blood-sucking, money-hungry guys and get in a few bargains which have a decent speed or anything, you know. And then your bank balance looks like this. So well done, Theo. I really like that. You got a plus of 2 million here. And you got a decent squad, and you win promotion. Very nice, cool.
Yeah, it was good actually. After that first season, there was about 5 million in the bank, and that's allowed me to sign 4 or 5 pretty good players.
Yeah.
But coming back to your question, in the centre of midfield, you see the reserve player.
Yeah, this one here, Anthony Neves.
That's right. So I mean, if you try and take him out and stick in Hiram Boateng off the bench, you'll see what happens.
Oh wow, look at this, he got an X. So actually the reserve player is better than a 250k first squad player. Nice find.
Yeah, so that's pretty decent. If that happens in your second season, you know, you're onto a pretty good player there. I often find that it's generally the fullbacks that you can get a real raw gem, and you see those guys raise up to 4.5 million thereabouts throughout your career. That's right. Another good way of making some money, which is what I intend to do. So hopefully, Anthony Neves, you know, he's a good guy, Portuguese guy, tackling, passing, control in the middle. He'll raise some funds.
That's cool. Can I play a game with your squad?
Yeah, please. It'd be a pleasure. Yeah, definitely. It's such a shame Bradley Rolani is injured. You might have to maybe manage a game. You know, skip the result. Kind of
oh
thing,
my God! I just misread this name of number 16, Jack. I was reading Jack Pillow Pussy, but his name is Jack Pillow Passy.
Yeah, there you go. He's the designated. You can make up backstories for your players. He's the one that the players don't want to leave their wives with. You know.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Okay, so yeah, let me pick up my gamepad. Yeah. Actually, I have to select it in the options menu. Oh, we got some ice cream. Gee-whiz Sports, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I'm Playaveli. I stream SWOS Sensible Soccer like every Thursday. Sensible on stream. Sometimes I have guests. Today I've got my friend Theologistic from the UK, and we're talking about SWOS updates, SWOS gameplay, and enjoy the stream. And if you have questions, fire away in the chat, and we are happily answering them. So let me play one match with your Cambridge United squad. Which tactic are you playing? Let's see. You play. Oh wow! You got the formation value attack to boost up your values, right?
Yeah, that's exactly that. It's a great tactic. Boost up the values. You can change it as you know very well. Change it straight into the game if you wish. I have 4-4-2J, which I tend to play with this tactic, but
that's cool. I'm gonna change to my 5-3-2 custom formation. Okay, THD says, I used to laugh so much at the made-up generated names SWOS would make when you sold a player and had to fill the gap. Oh yeah, THD, can you remember like one of the most funniest one you came across? I think I came across a Zing Zing, like an Indian guy. His name was Zing Zing. What else did I have? Like Fabrizio Giggs I had once, and yeah, some other obscure like made up names. Henning Bart Williams, that's awesome.
There has to be a thread in the forum somewhere, surely, for some of these made-up names.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
1 second. Save this career. I'm gonna jump out one time because I want to check if my sound settings are fine. Because I love to play with this new stereo sound. It's always nice to have that on stream. What is your selection of sound in the DLC, Theo?
Yeah, I've only recently just changed it to the stereo sound settings. I think it's
Cool.
brilliant. It's a really cool setting.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. I have the commentary of John Champion. You know,
Okay,
which
yeah,
is,
just
which
like
is
me.
good.
Cool, nice.
Yeah, it's Jonathan Pierce grates on you after a little while. You know, he's so excited about everything.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I use some of the different languages. It's brilliant, you know, for a European match or something. I'll jump out of the game and then stick on one of the maybe the South American commentaries. I think everybody's done a brilliant job around the community.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, match volume. Turn this a little down. Okay, here we go. Load old competition. Cambridge. Tactic is saved. I'm playing against Swindon Town. Okay. H Hope, J Payne. Hope and Payne in one team. Okay, pitch selection. Oh, it's nice.
I have to say the pictures are, you know, what a great array of pictures we've got now
Oh
in
yeah,
the DLC.
most definitely, yeah.
So enjoyable, and some of the stadiums and the shadows and the overhanging stadium roofs, just seeing that on the pitch. Yeah, the guys have done a brilliant job.
And the goalkeeper looks very lively here.
Here we go.
And that's a very fine header.
How much do I have to pay you if I injure all your players?
Looking for some open space.
Yeah, I'm taking this career back over, yeah. That's the only downside, isn't it, when you've got two fantastic strikers and they both get injured. But that's a great thing in career mode, you know, it makes it a challenge, and it happens so often in real life as well.
Yeah.
Just look at some of the injuries, you know.
Yeah.
Harry Kane, I suppose, high profile. He's had injuries this season.
Mm-hmm. Hey, El Micha J greets from East Germany.
Straight through the defense.
Hey there. Guess who scored? The one with the funny last name.
Well held. Good touch of the ball for the goalkeeper.
Pelo Pessi. Make no mistake, Pelo Pessi.
That play was beautiful. Yes. Wins the ball. Tackled in the box. Has
penalty.
to be a penalty.
Oh, injury. Okay.
He's put that straight at the keeper. It's simply not good enough.
I'm always trying to miss penalties in a certain way so I can score on the rebound with a header.
And he dinks it through.
Trying to get that elusive,
Headed on.
you know, excellent goal that you don't see too often. Rare goals in SWOS.
Yeah.
That's enjoyable.
Intercepted well.
Oops. I haven't played the game in like, I don't know, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's amazing how you can feel like you lose a touch.
Yeah, a little bit, you know, like the
one evening.
That's a good ball.
Like I've really had to struggle to win this game, or
that's true.
Score a last-minute equaliser or something. Yeah, you need a good run at it.
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about enjoyable features of the game and in career modes. Well, any mode really, but the tactics editor, that's really good fun and trying to get to a good place. I was reading, was looking for previous pages the other day on the internet, and I stumbled across somebody who'd
And that's a very fine
found the
header.
game recently for the first time.
Well, that was
Not
so
through
unlucky. That
a
shot was on
form or
target and the
anything like
post
that,
saved
but
them.
I was reading this guy, and it was just
Neat
this
ball through the middle.
one guy's blog. It became quite apparent that it was it was a kid who'd played the game and picked it up for the first time. So he's talking about, my dad has installed this and put it on Linux, and he showed me how to edit tactics. So it was almost like it's gone to the generation. I got the feeling that this dad was sort of my age, and he's bringing his kids
and
into
the goalkeeper blocked out the
the
light.
central world of soccer. And this guy, he's like, I've signed Fabrizio Ravanelli. And it was lovely to read it. And I got down to the bottom of the blog, and he
amazing
talked
save.
about
The worst
editing
tackle I've
tactics.
seen, but play stopped nonetheless by the
really,
referee.
God, these kids are good these days. This is really mature. This is
it is. Yeah, absolutely.
An awesome thing. And I carried on reading the blog, and it became clear that this guy was. Do you have? I'm sure you do. Maybe in America, maybe back home in Germany. I'm sure every country's got a version
Gets
of it.
his head
but
to
Child Genius.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of this show?
Neat ball through
Yes,
the middle.
This kid had auditioned and got down to like the final 30 for Child Genius, and he's there talking about editing tactics. So going live on Channel 4.
Awesome.
I thought this is amazing.
Hit
This
the
guy
post.
is central world of soccer.
That's true.
He's clearly got some incredible IQ. It was really fun.
Awesome. Yeah, that's funny. Le Petit Albi says, fun thing on that name is that pelo means hair in Spanish. Oh my god.
It gets worse.
So, we're not gonna get into detail what pelo pussy means then. Jesus.
Great ball into space. No decision from the
The
ref.
central world of soccer and language class tonight.
Headed clear with his head.
How are you finding
And
this
you
stream
have
play,
to
Billy?
say that is
1 second.
magnificent.
The commentary is very loud. I think I have to tone him down a little in the next game. Because he's like overpowering your voice. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish this. What was your question?
I said, how are you finding playing with my team? How do you find playing
Oh,
with this,
I love
setup?
playing. It's a good selection of players. They have decent like speed skills where they should have speed. It's awesome. It's very cool. Very good.
And that's a very fine header.
Yeah, I think
Seeds a free kick with what I have to say
possibly
is a ferocious
the,
challenge.
Similarities in career. I think you've got one going
Strong
with
in the
Northampton
air.
at the moment.
That's
What do you
picked
like
up by the
to
goalkeeper.
do in your career? What's kind of your aspiration? What do you aim for when you play career mode?
Oh, we got ice cream. Is now following Football Mad 80. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm Playaveli. I stream SWOS, Sensible Soccer, play career mode, talk about development. Tonight I have a very good friend of mine as my guest, Theologistic from the UK. Enjoy the stream. I'm just trying out his career files that he sent me. So Cambridge United, approved. Theo, absolutely approved. Nice team. You sent me 2 other ones. Shall we look at them too?
Yeah, I think we were talking a bit about bank balance and career mode and what people do. If you load up the Barca 96-97, I think you'll find this. I think you'll find it funny. Some irony within this career as well. That's a good one.
Yeah, let's see. I've just turned the commentary off so I can play another game. Okay. Barcelona.
Yeah,
right? No, Barnett? Which one?
Go to Barcelona.
Barcelona. Okay, Barcelona 96-97. But then I would have to jump out because the season year is wrong. But never mind. Oh wow. Okay. Let me this looks brilliant. Let's get out of here for a moment and set the database to 96-97 so we have the correct season year. Okay, team database 96, 97. Select, okay, and enable. Oh. Commentary off. Okay. Theo, can you say something? Just checking the audio volume.
Yeah, no problems. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent.
Looks
Fantastic.
good. Okay. Barcelona 96-97. So yeah, let's talk about money. Looking at your squad, I see players. Hey, Benjamin Pavard. Oh, how did that happen? Is this a 96-97 career or what is this?
Yeah, this is.
How did you get Pavard in there?
Do you know what? I picked this one up from when I played a while ago, so this is kind of reminiscing for me. I just saw that there was some good expensive players in there, and it'd been quite a fun career to play.
But this guy, Benjamin Pavard, is not a player of 96-97. He's playing currently for Bayern Munich this season.
So has this? Could this been a merge?
Yeah, I think you accidentally loaded your career with the current database and then bought Pavard into your 96-97 squad.
Excellent. There we go. So there's a
a
way forward.
Okay, and you got Pep Guardiola as defensive midfielder. You got Zidane, Figo, Stoichkov, and Shearer. Nice attack. I'm gonna play with them. Hang on.
Some of the prices here, ridiculous here.
Club business. You got a balance at the end of last season -29. Jesus, you are squandering.
Yep, that is hemorrhaging money.
You're burning money, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to rely on some big player sales. Do you know what I like to do? I'll get so far in a career, and there's not much you can do to improve the squads beyond this point. I will like to sell and sell and sell and sell, and it typically will be Real Madrid or Atletico that will come in for some of these players. But then I'll take the squad right back to bare bones and see if I can survive and win things and not get sacked. That's quite an enjoyable challenge towards the end of a career as well. Gives it a different angle.
Yeah, that's right. Did you ever mess with like hex editing, like cheating? For example, the 100 million pounds cheat.
Do you know what? I've used the hex editor before. I also had the app. Do you remember in PC DOS box there was the SWOS Moneymaker 3.0 or whatever?
Yeah. Of course.
That was great. That was a career saver at points.
Nice. Okay, let me play a game with these guys and see how many goals I can score with this Barcelona side. Shearer, Stoichkov, Zidane. I'm gonna have Pep here. Oh, Nadal and Couto are still like from the original team. You got Maldini in. Axel is a Brazilian. In 96-97, is he playing for Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo? Yeah.
Or Atlético Mineiro. Like either one. Like those are the two great club teams in Brazil.
Yeah, they're the go-to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny how you find an affinity to players from 96-97, and you remember them. You always sign them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's like they're into this 96-97 database is sort of in our DNA.
Absolutely.
Okay, playing against Real Sociedad. Kovacevic, good striker back in the day. Javier Irureta, the coach, remember him? Aranzabal, De Pedro. Adepoyu. Adepoyu sounds familiar too. Is he Nigeria? Is he from Nigeria? Adepoyu. There he is. Let's have a game. Mutio Adepoyu. Let's have a go. Let's see what your Barcelona squad can do.
Headed clear.
Yeah, this
And
is
he's
where we
gone
need
down.
some
That has
score
to be a
predictions
penalty.
in the comments.
Goalkeeper
How many can you
didn't
score?
have a chance.
Yeah. There's the
I
first
didn't know
one.
we were, I didn't know we were doing a record-breaking attempt tonight as well.
He
Let's see,
smashes
let's
it in
see.
from distance.
But that was a good start. Firing away. 2.
Oh, late challenge.
2 and plus an injury for the opponent. That's always good.
Hey,
And a strong
that's something
header.
we've talked about before as well, and it's been
That'll be a
mentioned several
throw-in.
times. That'd be a nice feature. Red cards for the opposition.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
great.
Yeah. Let's note it down, and yeah, we're looking into that.
Plays it through. The keeper saw it coming and just picked it out of the air. He'll shoot, and he will score.
I haven't played with Alan Shearer in any of my squads in quite a while, so I actually enjoy this. I remember when I first played SWOS 96, 97, I was so excited to have Alan Shearer. Oh, come on, that's a red card, anti-goal. To have Alan Shearer as a 15 million guy for Newcastle. So I played seasons over seasons with Shearer trying to break goal records.
Tries to slice
Yeah, it was great, and being a Norwich fan as well, and Shearer again first was at Blackburn Rovers.
Correct, and he was great there too.
Great there too, and he teamed up with Chris Sutton, who'd signed from Norwich.
The so-called SS Strike Force.
Yeah, SAS. Jack Walker's Millions.
Yeah.
Feels a long time ago for Blackburn Rovers fans at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Something. He's caught it beautifully.
Number 5.
And, we spoke about it on the stream last time round, but one of the missing databases, if you like, 92, 93, 93, 94. I'm so keen for us to collectively come together and get those out there as well and work on those. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and it just coincides with my team's most successful period in history as well. So it'd be some great players to bring back together there all round.
Oh, that was a dangerous dribbling there.
Calm as you like. He's nailed it.
Oh man, this is fun.
Good teamwork there. Finds his man in space.
Okay, let's try some kind of a combo here.
Headed clear. And he curls it in.
8 at half time.
That's not bad. Not a bad start, hey?
Well, let's see how many we can do.
Accurate passing between the two of them.
Thanks for putting this squad together, Theo. It's great fun.
Good header.
Yeah, this is the one I thought you'd have some fun with tonight.
So, Shearer scored 5. I'm sorry?
I was going to say something else I would do as well when it comes to databases and editing. With the whole limitations on 16 players, I tend to use some of the lesser known footballing countries and those with many leagues just to start creating reserve teams.
Yeah.
So you get reserve players, youth players in there.
Okay.
And a whole database where
their men well.
Probably got about 100, 140, top clubs from around the world.
Wins it, might have a go
a
from
second
here.
16. That's a fun database to play with. I'll have to send that on at some point. It's it's all based off one of probably the 16, 17 project that we did. But it's good to have that as well. That's fun. That's a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah. But
he's free. And an instinctive reaction save. It's on his head. And that's a very fine header. Safe goalkeeping. Does command his area.
Where is Shearer? He's a little tired now from scoring all these goals.
Fantastic by the keeper.
He never did do much running around by his own admission.
Oh, it's a great
there we go.
finish. Really confidently taken.
Football Matt says great goals. Thank you for that. Thank you.
And he dinks it through. It's another good pass. Want a free kick here, could be dangerous. They're trying to orchestrate something. He makes the stop. Intercepted well. He's a predator,
Yes.
all right.
Okay, 10. Double digits.
Double digits. There you go. That's,
Not triple digits, Novi.
very credible.
Good teamwork there. Finds his man in space.
By the way, has anybody recognized my shirt that I have on tonight?
Spreading the play nicely. Worth a try. Oh, what a try!
The guys from Spain should notice it.
Yeah, correct answers, I'm sure.
Goalkeeper's ball, surely. Very
Hansa
commanding in the
Rostock.
air.
Oh my god, Micha, no. It's not Hansa Rostock. Hertha BSC, no. Absolutely no. Yes, Rui Costa says Deportivo La Coruña. And which season? Can somebody guess the season?
When you can pick up all three as they have here, it is.
Yes, it's Bebeto, and the season is 95. So this is the shirt from 94-95 where they won the Copa del Rey, the Copa del Rey final. Deportivo La Coruña. So Barcelona 11-0 against Sociedad. Oh, dear Mr. Wilkin, did you forget to type in your own name, or why does it say Wilkin?
Yeah, this is David Wilkin was one of the generic names, wasn't it, at the start of his career?
Yeah, that's right.
David Wilkin.
Yeah. Okay. Let me save this. I just earned you £880,000, Theo. I'll send you the bill later. Okay.
Yeah, pleasure. And it was from,
I give you my bank data
97.
so you can send this money over to me.
Yeah. What's that in today's money?
In today's
From
money,
96.
without the inflation, that's probably, let's say, 2.7 million, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's what's your PayPal?
Later, private chat.
Yeah. I saw there was an interesting post or article this week whereby we were talking about Alex Ferguson earlier, and it said Ferguson never bought success, but you start to put in like Rio Ferdinand, Jaap Stam, Wayne Rooney. If you put their transfer fees in today's Vidic, if you put today's funds, today's worth on those transfer funds, all of these players are like £140 million signings, £150 million signings. I thought that was quite a telling, quite interesting, sign. We're talking about Man United spending big money, on Bruno Fernandes and players like that, and probably will do again next season. It's it was interesting. And of course, he had he could offset that with the youth of Beckham and the Nevilles and Scholes and all the players that came through.
Yeah, that's true. And so there's a third career file that you sent me, Barnet13. What can you tell us about that?
So,
and which season year would that be?
I think this must have been would it have been one of the synchronated updates? Probably from 11, 12, 13.
Oh, let's see.
Probably
management record. Let's go back here. Oh, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Anyways, look at this. Nice job. Division 3 promotion, Division 2 promotion. You won the Cup Cup. You won everything again. And then you won the Champions League. Ricky van Wolfswinkel. Nice. And you won everything again. Did you ever get a national job offer?
Yes, I turned it down. To keep playing. This career, I'll tell you how this career came about.
Here's Neymar.
in one of my very, very first careers, I started with Barnet and the player Giuliano Grazioli. You know him?
Yes, I do.
Remember that name? Yeah. So he was one of my cult heroes at Barnet for this career that I had. And I think I even managed to take this career from my Amiga to turn it into a PC career file, maybe back in the day. And I lost this career with my computer, my PC died. I lost this Barnet career that had been going on for seasons. I played every game. It was just, I'd put so many hours into it and it was gone and forgotten. So whenever I resurrected this 11.12 or 12.13 version, I thought I'm going to play as Barnet and we're going to have some fun. It's going to be my career and I'm going to, commit to this career. So the career stats that I sent you, they go alongside this career and you can see the whole thing.
Okay, let me play one game. I play one game and then we look at this Excel file that you sent me. And the guys in chat are talking about a little bit about Deportivo's, the Deportivo season of 93-94, where they had a penalty in the last league match of Primera División in the last minute. And would they have scored the penalty, they would have won La Liga. But Djukic missed the penalty. So Barcelona, I think, won the La Liga title and not La Coruña. They just, and then they bounced back this next season, 94-95, and won the Cup, Copa del Rey, and eventually won La Liga in 2000 with Roy Mackay and Pauleta. Yeah, that's right. Very cool. So you got Neymar at Barnet. How did you convince Neymar to join Barnet? Is there any nightclub? Is there any famous nightclub around where he would have some fun, or some other adult clubs that he would like to go to in Barnet?
Yeah, David, it's a pretty convincing contractual talks,
Okay, yeah. I also see Özil and Mario Götze. And hang on, I gotta change tactics to my Playaveli one. Okay, and sorry, but Mesut Özil has to go. Let's see what you got. You got a few loans on benched here, and oh my god, injury. You got Ibrahimovic injured. Maybe he's out with COVID, I don't know, but
he's another one, signed his contract, didn't he, this week? He's playing at Milan until he's 40. That's gonna be fun. The guy just keeps going and going.
Yep. Okay, I'm playing a Champions League match against Genk.
That classic Champions League fixture, Barnet versus Genk.
Barnet versus Genk, yeah, what a European historic match that is. Mesut Özil on the bench. Actually, Mesut Özil, too bad, I cannot kick him out of the squad because all of your other guys are injured. So he's lucky to be on the bench. As you probably noticed, I don't like Mesut Özil.
I can't ever think why.
Let's not go into detail about that.
No, that's one for another stream.
Okay. Here we go. Barnet against Genk. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ooh, was close. Huh? What is your favorite goal, that you score in SWOS? Or do you have like 2 or 3 standard goals that you always... Let's say when time is running out and you have to score, what is your go-to move?
Oh yeah, if time is running out, I will tend to play out from the centre mid out to the right winger with a nice cutting in, the diagonal shot. Maybe a little bit of curl on it into the far corner. That tends to.
Is it the high shot?
Yeah, it's a high shot. Yep, not along the ground. It's a high shot. Or
with the right wing or the left wing?
well, a bit of both. Usually the right wing. Also, if you've got a striker with great pace and great control.
Look at this goal now. Is that the goal that you mean?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Or, teasing the goalkeeper, taking him out a little bit. That's always good fun as well. And getting around the goalkeeper is really, really good fun.
Yeah.
And if I'm super desperate, you go for the absolute long ranger with height from the left wing or the right wing position, thumping into the top corner.
Yeah. What do I do when I run out of time? Of course, the long shots, yeah. But yeah, the classic diagonal, whatever, from just inside the area like this. Always a good go-to goal when you desperately have to score. What is the greatest goal that you ever scored? Do you have any highlight files that you could share with us? Or like a story about a goal where you said, "Oh man, never scored anything like that."
Yeah, it's probably the unusual one. I've only managed it once or twice. It's been quite strange, and you think it's a glitch or something like that, but where the opposition keeper's had the ball and has I've managed to injure one of the centre backs, but right in the 6-yard box, so really by the goalkeeper.
Okay.
And the goalkeeper's gone to roll the ball out, or kick the ball out, pass it along the ground.
Yeah.
And because the guy's just got up from an injury, he's received the ball within his 6-yard box, and I've just come in with a sliding tackle.
Oh my god! Nice.
Yeah. So that's quite a rare one because how often do you injure one of their players in the 6-yard box, and those eventualities happen. That's always good fun.
That's nice. So some sort of an obscure goal. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the really obscure goals. They're good fun.
Yeah. Rui Costa.
On headers. That's fun.
Yeah, Rui Costa says, "I will never get used to pads in SWOS, like game pads. Okay, joystick all the way, or keyboard for PC version." Okay. I think I could never get into joysticks when of course, on Amiga there was nothing else to choose from at the time. I mean, there were pads, but they were not popular, so on Amiga everyone played with joysticks. And then I started to play SWOS on PC, the DOS version, and I remember I started with keyboard too, like the arrow keys and control for fire. But then I think in 95 I had a Zytec whatever gamepad, and then at the end of 95 I bought my first Gravis gamepad, which was on sale at the time. And since then, I never played with anything but. So, yeah. And nowadays, if you give me a joystick, it would be like a 10% version of myself. Horrific.
Yeah. You can find them. The Gravis, you can see them on eBay for maybe 30, 35 pounds, British pounds. Yeah, they're not huge. I can relate to Rui Costa though. I loved playing keyboard. I was into keyboards for a long while on the PC version, so I totally get where he's coming from. I recently introduced a good friend of mine, Colo, into Sensible World of Soccer, and we bought some game pads. And I think the strange thing to get used to is the anything more than 8 directions, it can throw you out a little bit. That's all you need in SWOS here. So yeah, sensitivity. You've got to play around with the settings to make it work for you if you're on an analog stick.
Yeah, these analog sticks are like thumb breakers for me. I don't know. I totally can't do it.
Yeah, lots of perseverance and practice, but no, I think the gamepads are good fun. And did you grow up with Sega Mega Drive and
No, the only thing, the Super Nintendo. I still have my Super Nintendo right down here at the TV and still using it.
That's pretty impressive. My Mega Drive is in the it's on a shelf. It's not connected, but it does come out once in a while.
70th minute. It's looking good for Barnett. Neymar, let's see if he's injured. No, he's not. Neymar is not injured. Wow, there's a rare idea. They haven't seen him rolling on the floor in pain. Oh, that's a nice goal. Look at that.
Very nice.
No. They probably blame the keeper. It looks the keeper looked like David Seaman against Ronaldinho in 2002.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh dear. Poor David Seaman. Yeah.
Boing.
Ronaldinho. Yeah, he had previous with Naeem.
Jack 13 says, been just getting back into it, using a Logitech Rumble pad, but missing my competition pro from Amiga days. So yeah, Jack, it's always like worth to have a look on eBay. The prices for competition pros, the Amiga version, I think are not that high. You would have to, like, let's say pay 30 to 35 for a decent one and then get a USB adapter. So I always recommend that. If people ask me, hey, what controller should I use for SWOS, I always tell them, what's the controller you used in the 90s? What was your controller that you played with all the time? Get that back from eBay and use an USB adapter.
Yeah, I put a tournament on in Norwich for the computer games festival here in Norwich, and the guy who won that was using a competition pro. It's really funny. Lots of people turned up and they were like, "Can I use Xbox pads? Can I use PlayStation control?"
Yeah.
And I'd set my system up, and he turned up. He had his competition pro with him, and went through everybody and won with that.
Of course he did. It's awesome.
That was a satisfying day as well, because all around this, you can imagine huge kind of library we've got in the centre of Norwich. They'd set it all out for these stands and stalls, and people showing off like virtual reality headsets, companies there kind of really promoting what they're doing.
Yeah.
I've set up Sensible World of Soccer from 1996, 97 on these 4 like 70-inch plasma screens, so it's on the big screen.
Good for you.
There was a point where a huge crowd was around just watching the final, and nobody else was playing these like immersive VR games. I felt so proud of Sensible World of Soccer that day.
That is great. Yeah, I bet. Very nice. That's a nice story. And talking about offline SWOS, Theo, is there so we're doing the Sensible Days every year. We even did it last year during COVID because Poland sort of reopened just a little bit, and we didn't do anything illegal, so the guys were able to get a location, and 20 or 25 or 22 players were able to make their way. But before that, we always had like between 30 and 50 players. Is there a reason why you never traveled to a Sensible Days tournament? Was it time reasons, or have you wanted to go and then you couldn't because of holidays or whatever? So
yeah, it's probably one of my things left to do on the Sensible World of Soccer to-do list. I really want to get to a Sensi Days. I think it'd be wonderful. I love the organization. I always follow it, and I just think one year I'm going to be able to get 2 or 3 days to travel over to Poland or to wherever the guys are gonna host it. And it'd be really, really fun. So the desire is absolutely there. It's probably just timings with holidays, family holidays, things like that. But I will get over. Post COVID, we'll make sure that we get a trip over. It'd be really fun and good to meet some wonderful people I consider friends, online.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I just dropped the link in chat and also have it on stream for our viewers. So the current status of Sensible Days 21 is that we don't know how it looks like, but still we got Xflea, who did it last year too, the Polish community again, and they have a sort of a place, like a hotel, whatever, and they say we could do it on a short notice there. So the last news on that is that there would be a place. We just have to wait when we get closer to the date, like sometime in July or anything, when maybe a little bit is reopened. So yeah, it's not cancelled yet. Maybe there's a chance we can do it, but then still, if people from the UK would come, they would have to deal with like quarantine rules when they come back and all of that. So we can't really plan anything yet, but it's not completely out of the question. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, but it would be great to meet you one day in person, Theo. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sensible Days.
I will be there.
Yeah, was always like my main summer, like one of the main summer things that I had on my to-do list. I organized it a couple of times too. It's always great fun to meet the guys, and when we meet these days, or these years, it was almost like every year like a high school reunion. Because some of the guys for 20 years now, and it's always great to come back together. So I hope somehow it will be possible to do it this year again.
That was one of the things that surprised me. We were talking about earlier and how I got into Sensible World of Soccer and then the community and the forum and things like that.
Yeah,
I thought it would be, it'd be big in the UK. It's it's football and released from a UK company. The guys. Well, very, very near me, in fact, John Hare, the big Norwich fan, and just down the road, really. But God, to see the communities that existed in Europe and, like yourself back home in Germany and Poland, I thought it was incredible.
It's great, yeah.
I was so happy when I figured that it was so huge in these places as well, and the commitment to it. It's just brilliant. So, I'd love to come over and see some guys.
That'll be great. Fingers crossed. So I was just playing with Barnet, and you said you had like an Excel file, and I got it open for us now. So what are you doing with this Excel career stats spreadsheet? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
This is one thing I wanted to track as well. So I really started this career, and I thought, I was playing around with tactics, and I wanted to see how much I could stretch players' values and see if I could break any records and then go on to sell and maybe get like a record transfer fee. I think the most I've seen is like 27 or 28 million for Ronaldo.
Okay.
When I got his value to about 19, 20, 21 million, something like that.
Okay.
So I thought, you know what, I'm going to track this through the spreadsheet, and I thought it'd be good to see how much I was signing players for.
Interesting.
One of the features that would be nice, and I don't know what you think about this, player, but you never want to turn Sensible World of Soccer into something like Championship Manager, because I think it would lose its allure. But some of the stats, I think if you could, see who scored your goals in the season, see how many, who you sold and how much for, I think that would be a really nice feature. It'd be really quite fun. So that's what's going on in this spreadsheet. So kind of each season color coded. These are the players that I signed. These are the goals they scored.
I think I have an idea which might be feasible to change in the game. So when you just said you keep track on how much you sold a player for, in SWOS, when you sell a guy, let's say he's worth 20 million, but you sell him for 30.
Yeah.
Once you look him up again at the new club, his price is set back to what it was.
Yeah.
So it might be fun to sell players for a higher price and then see them in the new club maintaining this price.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be really cool.
I'm gonna write this down because it's actually a nice idea. I've never thought about that. Price.
Yeah.
And then sold.
You've talked before about other clubs being able to enter the transfer market and doing some deals behind the scenes. That'd be pretty cool. And
like having
those two ideas.
Yeah, with the season loop, have also like a sort of a transfer loop where computer teams like exchange players with a sort of an algorithm. Like the higher clubs buying like the good players from the lower clubs or stuff like that, or players retiring and then new guys come in as reserve or trial, stuff like that. I think
that'd be awesome.
I think that could be done. It doesn't sound like completely unrealistic. So here's also signings info. Is that where you got the guys from?
Oh yeah, look, there we go. I'd forgotten about this tab. Yeah, that's quite handy. When you come across a player that you love playing with, it's always good fun to capture them. And this is obviously the days before the database. The database searcher. So it's good to keep tabs on players and maybe who I was looking at and who I'd want to buy. It's funny, isn't it?
And there you
Some
kept.
of those.
That's nice. Yeah. Okay, and here I see Barnett. Your career file was started with synchronated 12.13 update.
There we go.
That's nice. That's actually a good idea to keep track on that. It actually would be also great if the career file would indicate the season starting year by default, but I'm not sure. I'm going to write this down too, so in case people play with various databases and upon loading a career file, SWOS would detect which season it was started to set the management record at the correct year. I think maybe that's possible. Let's see. Career starting year. That's why I love to have guests on the show, because ideas are flourishing and it's really cool to talk about development with somebody else who's really into the game. So thank you for your input, Theo.
Yeah, no, you're most welcome. And yeah, it's hard. You kind of assume that other people might have had different ideas, or they've thought about these things, and until you sort of say it out loud or you chat it through with somebody else, you don't know what the art of the possible is, do you?
Yeah, that's right. Misha J says 27 hours, no, 72 hours just SWOS and maybe beer, pizza and such stuff. Yeah, sensible days. He's talking about sensible days. No sleep, just SWOS. Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. All right. Really I think on my list, I have one more question for you about other games, not SWOS. So did you play any soccer manager games?
Yeah, I did. So, the obvious would be the Championship Manager series, Football Manager. And at the same time, I think was getting into SWOS, I got heavily involved in that community as well, and editing and updating databases, which was great. And it started off very, very small, and there was a lot of people that came out with their patches, and you find out who was going to own the patch and load the patch, get into email conversation with them and send them team files, and all of a sudden I found myself updating early versions of Championship Manager. Nothing like it is today. Like, honestly, each club, the major clubs, minor clubs, have a dedicated updater. And you probably know this stuff, but they almost have to go through a vetting process. It's so serious.
Yeah,
so
that's
serious
right. Rui Costa says Championship Managers 97, 98. That was the one that I played religiously too. I love it. Very cool.
I can picture the Rui Costa, the five sort of the images for the main menu, the square boxes.
Correct.
Background image, that's very nostalgic for me. Really funny in the video earlier, you brought up Microprose Soccer. Do you know, I haven't thought about that game probably for 20 years, but even before Sensible Soccer, I played that game with my friend many times. It was a great game.
Nice.
And then, are you familiar with Ultimate Soccer Manager 2?
No, but here's a particular one that I have. Maybe we can get to that now. First of all, Schulle once again, cheers, says Schulle from good old Germany. Hey Schulle, what's up? Nice to see you. Theo and me, we are enjoying a beer. I'm almost through mine. Theo, is yours empty?
It is. I'm gonna reach for another.
I'm sitting in California with a Hofbräu, and Theo is in the UK with a Brew Dog.
There we go.
That's right. We just I just played like a little bit of his careers, and we looked into that. We looked at his Excel file, and now we're talking manager games. Cheers, Schulle. And Red Hair was asking me the other day, and this is why I shortly interrupted you, Theo. He asked me, Do you think, or do you know if Bundesliga Manager Professional, aka the English version, as you see it here, The Manager, has this ever been a success in England? So Theo, do you know this game? Have you ever played it? It's for the Amiga and also for DOS.
Yeah, so I know the game. I've never played the game. I don't think, and this is from my, broad group of friends, I don't think this game took off. I don't think it was big for us, definitely back in the day for us. But no, I was aware of the game. I would like to give it a go, so I'll maybe have a look at that and check that out.
Yeah,
Good suggestion.
from my point of view, you should, for like Germans, I think Elmicha J, Schulle, the German guys on chat can confirm this. Like what Sensible Soccer 1.1, like the first Sensible Soccer version, is for arcade soccer games, Bundesliga Manager Professional is, for us Germans, like the equivalent of a manager game as Sensi is for the arcade soccer game. So this is standing out and still has a fan community today, and they're still producing updates. I'm not sure about the latest one, but yeah, it's still pretty famous. So,
excellent. I will.
And the English version,
check that out.
yeah, check it out. The English version has the original team names, and as far as I know, also has original player names.
Wow.
Yeah. So this game, and Anstoß, which was called like on the ball in England, I think. Anstoß means Anstoß. Funny enough, the translation means kickoff, but Anstoß, the German one, is a manager game, which was also pretty famous. But Bundesliga Manager Professional, aka English version, The Manager, is the ultimate retro soccer manager.
There we go. That's my the one gift you guys have given me tonight. I'll take that away and have a look.
Yeah,
it's pretty rare as well to get actual names, in the game. I think that's one thing that, well, like Bundesliga Manager and Sensible World of Soccer.
Yeah.
We feel quite lucky that we had that, because even around the time, you think about the first kind of ISS Pro and Pro Evolution Soccer and things like that. All the names were, made up names or different characters. It just takes the shine off a game slightly, doesn't it? That's one of the things I like about SWOS is the accuracy.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't sure if I have switched over soon enough, but here's the game, Bundesliga Manager Professional. I think you should see it now.
Yeah.
And let's switch back to the manager, and I'm gonna drop a link. There we go. So that's the game. There are screenshots for the German version. So this should look very familiar to the German guys. After every match, you had even a little newspaper report that you could read. And you had injuries in there. You had you could sell ad boards and stuff like that. So that was very, very cool.
I think, having just seen that, I think you'll really enjoy Ultimate Soccer Manager 2. I think it was Ultimate Soccer Manager 2 here in the UK. That was a really good game where you could, do things like that as well. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, cool. Rui Costa's asking, is the next step in SWOS 2020 to translate the game language? Yeah, I had that on my mind. I have to talk with Stavins and Slatko about it. If it would be possible to create sort of a language file that would feed into the game exe to replace the English words with, let's say, French, Spanish, Portuguese, German, English, just like the original SWOS came in 4 languages, which were English, German, French, and Italian. So, Rui Costa, yes, I note that down again and make sure I'm gonna check back on it. So that would be cool. Not just to have the commentary in all these languages, but the game language itself. Right, sensible. Game language, nice. All right, Theo, is there anything else that got on your heart that you want to say before I go and play a little bit of my own career? And yeah, just your last. What are your last words for tonight?
My famous last words.
The favorite last words.
You know what? Playaveli, thank you so much for having me on the stream tonight. It's been a pleasure to chat through with you and speak to some of the viewers as well on some of their memories. I love Sensible Soccer, as you know. I love the career mode, and it's good to see everything this community is doing. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, and long may it continue. And you know, just knock on the door when you want to start on 92, 93. When you've got the energy. Hey.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe we sit out this season and then we get back to that in whatever after the summer. I'm for this I might actually have to give away a little bit of let's say control or whatever you want to call it for the new season update. Maybe Armando can jump in and take care of that, so I'll have some time to squeeze in the 92, 93, and 93, 94 updates along with you guys. That would be great.
We'll and here's my my final thought on what do you think about this for copyright? So you know, obviously I'm a Norwich fan. I tell you every time I see you. There's the club crest you'll be familiar with. This is the you know, Hitchin Town, non-league side in the UK here today. They've unveiled their club crest. So I'm going to hold this up to the camera and see if you see this. This is the old club crest.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Hitchin Town.
That's Hitchin Town.
Looks
this
great.
Is the new one. The new one that they've unveiled today.
What?
How's that for copyright, hey?
Is that Hitchin Town is where you live?
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
So they have. I think they were initially nicknamed the Canaries. So I'll see. Will there be a legal battle? I don't know.
Probably not, because you can't have a copyright on a bird. That is nature. That is that is like general like public. There's no intellectual property on a type of a bird. Maybe they would have to change a little bit of the layout when it's looking too similar, but they can have that bird on there for sure. I mean, I can see a legal trouble. Like just over a bird, that would be ridiculous.
What drives me particularly crazy is they've brought out a new kit today to go alongside it, and it's far nicer than any Norwich shirt that we've had over the last few years. It's a Hummel, which is one of my favourite kit manufacturers, and there we go, look at that.
Yeah, the first memory of Hummel I have is the Danish Dynamite team of '92. I think they played in Hummel and won against Germany in the final of '92. Yeah,
John Jensen. I remember it very well.
Don't remind me. Thank you.
So, it had been such a nice evening until that point.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm going to watch the rest of the stream and eat some pizza, I think.
Yeah, have some pizza and enjoy your evening. And thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure. And I hope one day we can meet in real life on Sensible Days or wherever. And yeah, I might have you again on stream when we come up with new updates and stuff. So it was great talking to you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Take it easy. See you soon.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, that was Leo Jack Doodley, aka Theologistic, passionate SWOS player, SWOS updater, great community member. What a pleasure to talk with him. I hope you guys on stream enjoyed it. I'm gonna jump back into my own career mode now, because I haven't played that for 6 weeks, 7 weeks or so. So I might have a look on my own status. Let's see. With Northampton Town, obviously, I'm gonna wait. This is a little big. SWOS 2020 gameplay. The DLC manager is too big. Here we go. Let's resize that a little bit. Go. Disable. Exit, and then run the game. Aha. This game exit is also running a little bit too big. Let's see. That's better. Let's turn on the menu music. Let's turn on the match volume. And enjoy a little bit of... Oops, that goes over 100. Ha! Of SWOS. You need a sensible on stream dedicated to editors. Oh yeah, maybe I should get a few more guys on it, Rio Costa. That's right. I can think about that. My home place team is Estoril. Estoril, wow. They are also called the Canaries because of the yellow jersey. Oh nice. Do they have also a canary bird on their club logo? I'll put my hands on it. Yeah, cool. Nice. Okay. Load old competition, Northampton Town. Second season. Oh, look at this. I lost against Borussia Dortmund at away. So there's an exciting match coming on. It's a few matches away. Let's see if I can get to that. We'll see. Medina. Where's my main striker? Oh, I think it's that guy, yeah. After a few weeks of playing, and then you stop and then you get back into it, you kind of remember your own squad. You tend to forget. Meg, Adams. Ah, I also... Random, yeah, random pitch is fine. Here we go.
Well maintained there. Ah, they've split the defence wide open. Oh, great effort!
Here we go, back into the flow. They're called Estoril player because they are near the beach. Alright, I get it.
It's timed his challenge then. Free kick given. The player's still down in need of attention, and the referee decides to show him the yellow card. It could have been red in all honesty. And that's a very fine header. With his head. And a header! With his head and a header! That's a cleanly won header.
The commentator loves headers. He's yelling.
Oh, nice work to keep. And the goalkeeper blocked out the light. Well won in the air. He makes the stop. And a strong header.
Ouch. Foul.
That's a cleanly won header.
Do we have an injury? Oh. Cascais Estoril is called the Portuguese Rivera. Nice. I've heard about Estoril, definitely.
Well, the ball skills of... Oh, referee says penalty! He's stayed. And he may want words and possibly a card as well. Yes, it's a yellow. Couldn't have taken that any better.
Oh.
And the header.
Estoril is where the F1... Yeah, the Formula 1 track.
And a strong header. Great ball through.
Yeah, that's a good call, THD. That's also where Estoril rings a bell.
Was that a foul? No, says the referee, and waves him back to his feet. With his head. Punched away.
Ooh. When Senna was around, now it's in the Algarve. Oh, okay.
Taste two.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Oh no, off the bar. Again, a throw in. Oh, off the post. So unlucky.
Run, Forrest, run.
Mindset. Hit the post. And an instinctive reaction save.
Wow. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Another corner. Good teamwork there. Finds his man in. An absolute thunderbolt.
Ooh, Robinson with a thunderbolt.
Goalkeeper's ball.
Well, perhaps they're going to wait just a little bit longer to see if he can run off the injury. He does seem to be in pain now, though.
Well, one in the air. Gets his, and he goes on
Yes.
and on and on.
Uh-oh. This guy is injured. I hope this is not a black cross. There's an 80s rock discotheque
Well, I think
inside
he's
the
got all
track.
the ability in the
Oh
world
wow,
to change this
cool.
game. He'll bring something extra to that attack.
Spreading the play nicely. The goalkeeper up to the task. Crowd really cheering them on. Read the play so well and got to the ball. Oh, excellent. Headed clear. Strong in the air.
Uh-oh.
And that's a very fine header.
Oh, lost ball control there.
The through ball sets up the attack.
Come on, come on, come on.
He lets
Yes.
fly and scores.
Was a nice end to this game.
Oh, nice work to keep possession.
Rui Costa type goal, yeah, is it? And Sazi, I think Sazi is scoring
will
these.
never ever forget.
Scoring these a lot. Okay, I think I'm gonna play 2 more matches. I'm gonna keep this one here against Dortmund for the next stream, but I'm definitely gonna play the quarterfinal of the cup against Newcastle. And yeah, this happens when you do not play for 6 weeks. You produce injuries, or rather Chevrolet drivers. Bye bye, Mr. Berterami. I'm in trouble now. Let's see what this. Oh, Gondo is still also a little bit injured. Oof. Come on, Newcastle. Not Newcastle, Northampton.
Goalkeeper's ball, surely. Very commanding in the air.
Very commanding.
Tackled from an awkward angle. Referee says free kick. Accurate passing between the two of them. Got the all-important touch. Punched away.
Nice save.
A corner kick given. Straight through the defence. Good save.
Ooh. What do you think of Nagelsmann replacing Flick? Yeah. So, first of all, it's hard for me to comprehend that Flick wants
slick passing.
Like how they
Goalkeeper's ball.
How they can't like get together and work together as a team, like Flick and obviously Salihamidzic. So that is one thing I don't quite get. They both should be
wonderful save.
able to cooperate. I think in the end it's more like Flick and his family thinking about,
And an
hey,
instinctive reaction
if
save.
I'm coaching Bayern, I basically do not have any free time.
Some
I might
open
earn a
space.
little bit more, but obviously he doesn't need the money. He's
Referee
earned his
points to the
millions,
spot, a
so
penalty.
it might have been
Coming over to
a
check
little
on the
bit
injured player and
that
has a word with
Flick
the
was
offender.
thinking, how can I get out of here to
Confident
coach
finish.
Germany and have sort of an easier life with coaching Germany than Bayern.
Looking for some
So
open space.
from his perspective, I guess
Hit the post.
it's the best you can do.
Rocket.
And then Nagelsmann, obviously being ambitious at 33, it's a great gig for him too. So if that's what both of them wanted to do and it worked out, that's fine.
No whistle. Something of a surprise. Tries to slice open the defence. Was in the right place to intercept. Keeper blocks it.
But yeah, I'm not sure if they both have their certain like expertise, coaching expertise. I think Flick was perfect for Bayern in the sense that he could empathize with the players, and you know they were really listening to him.
Good through ball up the middle.
He had the right tone.
Oh, fantastic by the keeper.
Just like Hitzfeld or Heinkes type of coach.
And that's a very fine header.
Whereas Nagelsmann is more like
passage of play was beautiful.
a soccer PhD, so to speak, like having a little more tactical knowledge and stuff like that. Not if he manages to cooperate well with the star players, then it can only be a success.
By the keeper.
Well, that's a nice little one too.
Gets his head to it. What a hit!
Yeah, Rui Costa, I hope so too. I mean, sure.
Oh, fantastic block.
Well, their ball skills are very tidy.
It's a very, very good challenge. The goalkeeper
Oh,
up to the
come on,
task.
that should have been a goal.
Crowd really cheering them on. And a strong header. Headed on.
Ah,
Slice open the defence.
I need another one.
Headed on. Oh, good save.
Oh,
Oh, off the post. So unlucky. Now he
Oh.
shoots and he scores.
darn.
And he shoots and scores.
It's not over yet. It's not over until it's over. Philosophy, he is from there, so maybe he will fit on the club's philosophy. RB Leipzig has a different philosophy. Yeah. Mr. Michael D. Yeah, thank you. Let's see if I can squeeze in another one.
Referee waves play on.
Ah,
So good with his distribution.
too bad. Played short. 3-3. Honorable.
There's the whistle. The game's finished.
Hey John, what's up? Nice to see you, man. Still unbeaten? That's good. Okay, Newcastle. Bring it on, bring it on. Yeah, Nagelsmann is from Bavaria. Yeah, that's right. So he grew, I think, in Memmingen or something in the Allgäu. Yeah, John, thanks. I'm well too. By the way, did you have any chance to look into the SWOS 2 files for 1991 and 91-92, which turned out to be like a 20 instead of a 19? I hope we can get this done within a week or so. I'm not sure what went wrong there. Normally, okay, yeah, I will look back into that. Ooh, last match of tonight. Cup match, Newcastle. He's slightly injured, but might be an idea to let him play. Yeah. Okay. Okay, John. Thanks. Eventually we'll get it fixed.
Hit the post.
Oh! Bounce. Yes!
He will score.
Bounces in well.
Strong in the air. He's free. Oh, fantastic.
Good save.
Block. That's a cleanly won header.
And another long one.
Safe goalkeeping. Does command his area. Good through ball up the middle. Keeper's there.
John, we have to play online one of these days again.
Slick passing. And pace too.
Ah. On first check I could not figure it out, so I assume you know who did. If not, let me know. Okay. Yes, thank you. That sounds good. Oh, come on, get to the ball.
It's on his head, and that's a good header. Wins a throw.
That's
safely into the keeper's
safe.
gloves. Spreading the play nicely. Tidied up well.
Yeah, we should.
Well, that's a nice little one too.
That's a cleanly won header. Pushed away.
Oh.
Well won in the air. Keeper blocks it. Well, referee saw nothing wrong with that challenge.
Oh, he's too slow. Oof, corner.
The referee has given a corner kick.
Net play development has been like left on the side for now because there are a few other steps before that we want to accomplish. So so far that's in the draw. I think the next thing that's going to be released is the fix for the Xbox and PlayStation 4 controllers.
Good header. It's on his head. Spreading the play
Yeah,
nicely.
it's on the of course it is. We would be nuts in not having that on the roadmap.
From the defense. And the header hits the bar.
Oh! Somehow I believe I need another goal.
Gets his head to it. Good header. Looking for that incisive through ball. Oh, excellent.
Oof. Come on.
It's a good passing move. Headed clear. And no challenge on the keeper for the ball. He saw it coming.
Come on.
Oh, calm as as you like.
Yes!
Nailed it.
What a cool goal. I love it. How they roll in.
It's another good pass. The cross ending up in the keeper's hands. No challenge on the keeper for the ball. He saw it coming. Referee waves play on. He was pretty close to that. No, didn't hit that
Ooh.
well enough. Not a bad effort though.
Slow torture. Yeah, that's right.
That's a cleanly won header.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper's so good with his distribution. Lunged in and gave away a free kick. A thumping finish.
That was a nice one.
Emphatic.
I think that's the final goal for today. Sorry, keeper. It was like a Gerd Müller type of finishing there. Thank you.
Slick passing. Pace too.
There, so Bart. Nice of you.
An impressive win here after.
Well, 3-0 against Newcastle, proceeding in the FA Cup. Next round draw brings me against Brighton. Okay, that means I probably have Liverpool in the final. Love the commentator's description of the goal. Yeah, a thumping finish. What's that? Yeah. Job offers. Look at this, Norwich City. I might consider this job offer just for Theologistic, who has been with me today. Brentford, no sorry, reject. Okay, so 3 more matches and then Dortmund is coming up. I'll save that for next week's stream. Save career. Also, let's see who is streaming. Who we could raid? Any idea? Yeah, Theo, what are the chances that I get a job offer from Norwich City? It's crazy. Has to happen. SWOS knows best. Let's have a look. Let's see, who is live? Kim Justice. Retro Djibouti. I rated him quite frequently, so how about Jurassic? Oh yeah, Retro Djibouti is playing Amiga, so let's keep it Amiga. Retro Djibouti is an awesome guy. He plays Amiga live too. So yeah, let's give him a raid. And I can only say thank you again for watching tonight. Thank you for being with me. Thank you, Theologistic. It's been great. Talking to you about SWOS and Sensible Soccer and a little bit of computer history, and hope to meet you in the future. Thank you everybody for watching. Let's raid over to Retro Djibouti, and for you guys, have a nice rest of your day, nice rest of your night, and see you next week for Sensible on stream. Bye.